Hello, children. Today, under the magnetic effect of electric current, let us continue with what we have discussed in previously. So, previously we are discussing about the magnetic field in a circular loop. So, same thing like a circular loop. Today we are considering a solenoid. Solenoid is nothing but it is like, so for example, this is a circular loop what we have considered, isn't it? A straight conductor we are bending in a circular way. This solenoid is nothing but it is the number of, that means so many of this same, that is same copper wire, anything if you have taken, that has been bended in many turns. I can say it has been bended in many turns, then that is called the solenoid. So what is the proper definition of a solenoid means? So a coil of many a circular turns. So if we take one coil, so if you bend like this, then it is circular loop. If you have bent in a number of turns, so it is circular turns of isolated copper wire wrapped closely in a shape of cylinder. So it is like a cylindrical shape we have wrapped it. Then that is called the solenoid. So now this is the solenoid what we have known. Now we have to know how the magnetic field lines. So the main important point, first you have to know about the field lines, isn't it? How the magnetic field lines will be there. Then importantly we should know the polarity, isn't it? Polarity is nothing but which is the north pole and which is the south pole. In case of circular loop, we have just check it out. That is when the electricity is passed or a current is being passed in a clockwise direction, then that direction is showing the south. And when electricity is passing in an anti-clockwise direction, so in this direction means then it represents the north pole. This is one method we have known. Another one method based on the bar magnet we have known. So this is the north and this is the south, means the magnetic field lines will move from north to south. That is, entering the field is nothing but the south pole. Exiting from, going out of the field means then it is nothing but it is the north pole. So based on all these concepts, we are applying the same thing in case of solenoid. If you know this concept and this one, then it is easy to know how the magnetic field lines will be there and what is the polarity in which the magnetic lines will be moving. Okay. So first I have considered the solenoid and I have passed an electricity to that. Now I want to know how the magnetic field lines. Before the magnetic field lines, how I want to know it. So what is the polarity? There are two ways. Actually, there are two ways to know the polarity or in the case of solenoid. One method is if you bring the bar magnet, then you are able to see which is the north and which is the south. So placing a bar magnet near it. So placing a bar magnet near it is one method. So I'll say how it is. So another one method is, so it is the phase rule. So what phase rule we have known previously, that phase rule we are using here. So first method I'll explain. What is this placing a bar magnet near it? So you know the property of a magnet. So if it is a bar magnet, north and south, if I keep another one bar magnet with north and south, what happens? These two will get repel each other because these two are like poles. Similarly, if I keep north here and south here, means these two will get attract each other. If they got attract each other, so for example, if I have taken north as well as south, I have placed one magnet here. We don't know what is the direction of this magnet, what is the polarity of the magnet. We don't know whether this is north or this is south. When these two get attracted each other, these two points or these two poles, I can say, when these two poles attract each other, then I can say this is south pole and this is north pole. When they are repelled each other, then you can say this is north pole and this is south pole, isn't it? When we place two bar magnets, you can recognize by the property of a magnet that whether they will attract each other or whether they will repel each other. Same concept here we can apply it. What it is means, if I keep a bar magnet here, okay, for example, I am keeping a north pole here and south pole. One bar magnet I have placed here. So now, if it got repelled each other, then I can say this is the south pole. Okay, if it is the south pole, then the other side will be the north pole. If it get attracted to each other, then I can say this is the north pole. Okay, sorry, this is the south pole. So by these cases, you can able to determine so how the polarity of the magnet will be there. So another one method is phase rule. So let me explain about the phase rule. So I'll take the solenoid here. I am applying the electricity here. So now, according to phase rule, now where the direction of current is in upward direction, and what is happening here, the current is flowing in this direction. I'll draw it. This same thing I can draw it. So this part I can draw it as like this, isn't it? It is like one circular loop what we have considered. In that, electricity, how it is passing in this way, isn't it? Now, according to phase rule, we know when an electricity is passing in clockwise direction, that means it is moving in this direction, entering to the solenoid. I can say this is entering into the solenoid, means in two ways I can say. One is clockwise direction, another one is the current is entering inside the solenoid, then that direction it is called the south pole, isn't it? So this direction I can say it as this is the south direction. Similarly, if I take the next one, here the current is flowing in this way. It's going downwards in this direction and it is going out, isn't it? In this direction the current has been going out of the solenoid. Then if it is going out of the solenoid, means this direction I can say it as this is the north direction. Okay, this is one method in case of if it is the current is in clockwise direction. Similarly, I will take it as anti-clockwise direction. That means I will take a solenoid and I am passing a current in this direction, negative and as well as positive. So now the current is flowing in this direction. Now if the current is flowing in this direction, means, so what happens to the polarity of the this direction? So if it is entering, isn't it? In this way the current has been entering inside the solenoid and also it is in clockwise direction. So here this position I can say it as this is the south pole, and where the current has been exiting from the solenoid, then that pole is called the north pole. Okay, got it? So by the two ways you can able to express which is the direction, what is the polarity of the solenoid. When in examination, if the question is about magnetic field explanation about the solenoid, means you have to explain in two ways also. Okay, so first way you have to explain about the bar magnet, keeping the bar magnet near it too, and also you have to explain about the phase rule also. So that while you have to explaining phase rule, you have to explain this also. That is, when a current is passing in a clockwise direction, means it is south pole, and it is in anti-clockwise direction, means it is north pole. Okay, so now let us go about how the magnetic lines will be there. So first I'll draw one solenoid here. Okay, I'll draw the big one. So now I have drawn a big solenoid now. So now I want to know in which direction the magnetic lines will be there. Previously we are doing about the thumb rule, isn't it? Maxwell right hand thumb rule we are using, so that we will be able to know in which direction the magnetic lines will be there. Here the solenoid is acting like a bar magnet, remember. So here what I have said, this is the positive and this is the negative direction. Here the current is flowing and this is the south direction and this is the north direction what we have discussed. Remember, this solenoid is actually act like a bar magnet. So bar magnet, let us revise what are the things we know about the bar magnet. If it is north and south pole, so how the magnetic lines emerges out from north direction to the south direction, isn't it? Inside that it emerges from south to north in a straight line that is parallel to each other, and also near to the poles there will be more magnetic lines will be there. So that will be like this. isn't it? Same concept here we are applying. This solenoid here we can say it acts like a bar magnet, but this solenoid is a temporary magnet. It is not a permanent magnet. When only electricity is passing through this solenoid, then only it works as a magnet, or else it won't act like a magnet. There, after the electricity is off, or after the switch is off, also off means this magnet, this solenoid does not act like a magnet also. If we keep the bar magnet near to it also, it won't get attraction or repulsion. There is no any function among them. So this solenoid actually acting like a bar magnet. So same concept what we have discussed. So here the magnetic lines will emerging from north direction to the south direction in this way. So it is like this, same concept. So same thing here. If you have taken north to south, the magnetic lines will be emerging out, and near to the pole, same thing, there will be more magnet. And also inside the bar magnet, like solenoid, so it will be parallel, and it will be moving from south direction to the north directions. Okay, so this is about the how the magnetic lines will be there in a solenoid. So solenoid is actually acting like a bar magnet. So next it is, in what factors does the solenoid depends? Very important. So solenoid depends upon number of turns. That means number of turns means if we increase the turns here, then the solenoid, what is the magnetic effect of the solenoid will also get increased, isn't it? If we increase the magnetic that is turns, if you have increased, then more will be the magnetic field. And also current. Most important, it is current. So what previously I have said it, if current is on means then only the solenoid will actually act like a magnet. If the current is not there means then the solenoid will not act like a magnet. So what is next is, what is the uses of the solenoid? So we have taken one soft iron, so and we have wrapped the copper wire so that it behaves like a solenoid. Here what happens in this case means, when we wrap this with this magnetic line, that means solenoid, in that soft iron, this soft iron acts like a magnet. So whenever there is a wrapping that of the solenoid, that is copper wire, in the soft iron, then the soft iron actually acts like a magnet. So whenever there will be attraction or repulsive force acts on it. How means, here the solenoid, here we are passing the electricity, so that the solenoid actually acting like a bar magnet. So when it is attached to soft iron, it gets attracted. That means it becomes like both are magnet. Okay. So now this soft iron is actually acting like a temporary magnet. It acts like a temporary magnet. When I have removed the electricity from here, then the soft iron won't act like a magnet, because it is only the temporary one. It acts like a bar magnet. So now I can say a strong magnetic field produced in a solenoid. Here the solenoid, we are getting a strong magnetic field. That magnetic field which magnetizes the soft iron, that means it makes the soft iron magnet, then that type of material, it is called the electromagnet. So I can say soft iron is an example for an electromagnet, because of the magnetic field produced in a solenoid, which making this material, the soft iron material, to act like a magnet. So that magnet, it is called the electromagnet. So this is there may be question, what is define electromagnet? So you have to explain this. So this is about how the property, or what about the solenoid, what about the magnetic field lines, and what about the polarity of the solenoid. So based on these questions, I have given you based on this topic, I have given you the worksheet. So if you are understood, it's okay. If you have not understood, let us discuss in an interaction section. Thank you, children.